it's Hailey Reese, and for today's video I had asked you guys what you wanted to see from me this week, and one of you had asked if I would do a relationship Q&A. And I thought that would actually be a really nice idea, because although I am by no means like a relationship whiz and I do not know the right or wrong thing to do in every situation, I have been in a 5-year relationship and I will be able to give you guys some insightful tips and advice. I went ahead and asked you guys on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, most of my Q&A questions will come from there, so you can go ahead and follow me there. But I asked you guys what your relationship questions were, and you guys bombarded me with some really great questions. So in today's video, I'm going to do my best to answer them all. The first question that I've chosen is, you've been in a 5-year relationship. What would you say is the key to making it last? P.S. I love you. P.S. I love you too. This is hard because I think that everyone kind of has their own ideas of like what they look for in a relationship and what will make it last for them. But the main things that I would say make a relationship last is loyalty, honesty, trust, and passion. Obviously love too, but if you're in a relationship, you really should have that component there. I would say from my experience, if you don't have trust in a relationship, you have nothing. Like, there is nothing more important than being able to trust your partner, be that with your mind, with your feelings, with your body, like every aspect of what you are, you should be able to trust this person with. And I think that if you can trust somebody and be open and communicate and be able to be yourself around this person, there's no reason that you shouldn't last for years to come, because those are the main factors, in my opinion and my experience, that really keep a relationship intact. The next question is, how do you know when you're ready to have sex? I feel like I am, but I don't want to make a mistake. This one's really hard for me to answer because I think that you, I don't know. I feel like you'll just know when you're ready. When you don't really have any apprehension, or there's nothing that's like holding you back mentally, is the time when you know that you're ready. If you love this person, if you trust this person, if you feel comfortable with this person, and if you're doing it for the right reasons, I would say you're ready. I think that when you feel pressured into it, that will most certainly be a mistake. I feel like if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, meaning maybe because they want it, or maybe because they are ready, or you feel like it will make them stay, then that would certainly be a mistake. As long as you're comfortable and you're doing it because you want to, then I don't think you'll ever regret it, because, I mean, your first time isn't going to be perfect, but it should be something that felt natural and felt right for you. I think that as long as it's a decision that you're making for yourself, you'll never really regret it. Okay, this next question kind of blew my mind, so I chose to answer it, and it is, what age would you say is too young to lose your virginity? I'm 13 and my friends make fun of me for still being a virgin. Please answer. First of all, sweetheart, you're 13. There's no reason that anybody at 13 years old should be making fun of you for being a virgin. Honestly, it blows my mind that we're in a time where 13-year-olds are having sex and thinking that that is something that needs to be done. That's just like, oh my goodness. I'm not gonna say that any age is right or wrong to have sex. 13, in my opinion, is too young. But I mean, you could be 16 years old and be ready and be with the right person more than someone who's in their 20s and is with the wrong person and isn't ready. So I think like age really doesn't define when you're ready, but I also think that 13 is far too young to really even understand the depths of sex and, you know, the emotions that come with it and the seriousness that it is. I mean, as much as it's something that's fun and it's something that is enjoyable, there's a lot of emotions that come with it, especially as a woman. And I really think that 13 is too young to be able to comprehend like what it is that you're doing. So I would say, I can't tell you an age that's right or wrong, or that is going to be the time that you're going to do it. But 13, you have no reason to feel embarrassed or to even listen to people making fun of you for still being a virgin. I think that there are far more important things that you can be doing at 13. I really, really wish that kids in this day and age, and teenagers and like young adults, would just enjoy being their age, because you have your whole life to do that. You have your whole life to have sex. Why not enjoy being 13? Like, if I could go back and be 13 again, oh man. The last thing I would be doing at 13 is having sex. But honestly, I think that as long as you stay true to yourself, you'll know when you're ready and you'll feel it. And whether that be 16, 17, or whether it be in your 20s, when the time's right, you will know physically, mentally, emotionally, and you'll go with it. The next question is, I think I'm in love with my guy best friend but don't want to ruin things. Should I tell him I like him or hope the feeling passes? You know, I think I'm like a really big believer in telling people how you feel. I think that you should be able to own your feelings and express yourself. And if he really is your best friend, whether he has the same feelings or not, he'll still love you regardless and care for you. And you know what? Maybe something wonderful could come of it, or maybe you guys will just stay friends. But at the end of the day, I think that you should take a risk and at least know. Because you don't want to wake up one day and be like, what if I would have told him that I loved him or had feelings for him? What could have came from it? You know, I was best friends with my long-term boyfriend, and I remember being like, how do I tell him that I want something more? But you know what? Great things came from it. So I think that it's really important that you can talk to him and just kind of let him know like where your head's at and what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And I mean, if he's your best friend, he's probably more intuitive than you think, and he probably already has an idea that like things are shifting or you're feeling a different way than you used to. So definitely just talk to him, girl. You got this. Like, he's your best friend. He's gonna love you regardless, whether it be in a romantic way or in a friendship way, and you guys will be good regardless. Okay. I've been seeing this guy and things are definitely intimate. When I ask him what we are, he says he's not ready for a relationship. Should I cut this off or keep going and hoping that things will change? Ooh, this is such a 2017 relationship problem, I feel. People are so quick to want to get intimate with somebody, but they don't want to get intimate with them emotionally. And honestly, I feel like if somebody wants to sleep with you and act like you're together but can't give you that commitment, that might be a red flag. It's hard to say because I don't know the exact situation, but I think that if you have feelings for him and all he wants is physical, it's really detrimental to your self-esteem and your self-perception long term if you let him utilize, you know, the sexual side of things and never really tap into those emotional things. I really think that if you have feelings and that you want something more, you have to protect your heart sometimes and know when it's time to distance. Because I feel like so many women and men think that sex is a gateway to love. But in this day and age, the really sad truth of it is that it's not always a gateway to love, and that, you know, it might end up hurting you long term if you stay with this person sexually and they never want any form of emotional relationship with you. So it's really up to you at the end of the day. It's your body, it's your heart, and it's your choices. But in my opinion, I feel like sometimes you really have to protect your heart and put yourself first. And who knows, maybe by disconnecting with him, he might realize that he really does have feelings for you and he might come back. But if he doesn't, I'm sure that you have so many wonderful things to offer as a woman and as like a relationship, or as far as relationships go, and someone will come across and scoop you up and love you for every way and want to be intimate with you in every single way. So that's my opinion on it. I really hope that things work out for you and you kind of figure out what to do. But I'm here for you, girl. Okay. I've been with my boyfriend for a long time and he is so good to me. I've wanted to have sex with him, but I am so insecure with my body, so I just pretend I'm not ready. What should I do? Okay, first of all, I want you to know that regardless of what you're insecure about with your body, you are beautiful, and I'm sure, actually I know that your boyfriend thinks you're beautiful too. If he's good to you and he loves you and he's with you for all that you are. There is nothing about you that is gonna scare him away. There is nothing about your naked body that is anything shy of perfect and beautiful. And if you feel ready, I say do it. Because honestly, it will really boost your body self-esteem and confidence if the person that you love shows you in that aspect just how beautiful you are. You know, if you bare your naked body to somebody that you love and you trust, and he reciprocates it in a very loving, sexy way, your self-esteem is only going to arise. And I'm not saying that you should gain body self-confidence through another person, because that will never really work out, but it will really help you to realize that everything that you are is everything that he loves, and there is nothing for you to be insecure about. And believe me, if he loves you and you sleep with him, the last thing on his mind is going to be picking apart any sort of imperfections. He's going to be in the moment and he's going to be in love with you, and it is going to be a very beautiful thing. So honestly, I think that your insecurities should never hold you back. If your heart is telling you to do something, you should go for it, because you know, life's too short and you're far too wonderful to waste any moment being insecure or hating your body. I really like this girl, but I have no money to take her out how she deserves to be. What do you think I should do? Okay, any man watching this video that has made it this far needs to listen up. Women don't need anything with a price tag on it to be happy. Honestly, most of the time, we prefer things that are done more sentimental than expensive. Like, honestly, take her over, maybe make her some food, cook for her, hang out with her, go for a picnic at the park. You know, if you want to give her something nice, give her something sentimental and sweet, like a handwritten card, which is like my personal favorite thing. Or like, you know, give her your hoodie and go sit outside and watch the sunset. Like, I know it sounds so corny, but we are corny beings. We love when you show us that you care in any way, shape, or form. I would personally so much rather have a sentimental date than to have someone go and spend a bunch of money on me at a dinner and I don't feel like he really put any effort into it. So you know what? Don't ever let money hold you back. If she really cares about you for you, then she will love absolutely anything that you do for her and anything that you give to her, be it expensive or a flippin' rock off the street. Like, honestly, like, if I love someone, they could pick up a rock and be like, I saw this today and it made me think of you and I wanted to give it to you, and I would keep that forever. Like, I'm not even playing with you. Like, that's the way women are. We love the small stuff. We really, really appreciate when somebody shows that they care. And there's no price on that. There never, ever, ever will be. And the last question that I chose is this. I'm going away to college this year and my boyfriend is staying in our hometown. We really want to stay together. How did you make long distance work? I was in a long distance relationship for probably a good 2 years of my relationship. And I would say it comes back to what I look for in a relationship. And one of the main things that I would really, really say is trust. The very first thing that you have to have if you're going to have a long-term, long-distance relationship is trust. Because you're not going to be with that person every single day, and you're going to have separate lives for a little while. Doesn't mean that your lives still don't collide and come together, but it means that you have to trust that the person that you're with can be far away from you and be loyal to you. You have to believe in that, and you can never make a long distance relationship work if there's not, first and foremost, trust. Second of all is welcome to 2017. FaceTime, Skype, whatever you want to use is going to be your best friend, because texting, in my opinion, can only go so far. Being able to see the person and talk to them and kind of have that face-to-face connection, even if it's through the phone, is really, really special. And I think that that's where technology is really amazing, is when distance comes into play. Another thing that I would think about is that you're going to college to create a career for yourself, and that this is going to be temporary. Eventually you'll have a career, you'll be making money, and you guys can move in together. So you gotta look long term if you really want to be with this person, and focus on your schooling and focus on what's going to build your future, and recognize that if somebody wants to be with you, no distance will ever come between that, and I can promise you that. Anybody who says that the distance isn't working isn't really with you for all that you are. Because the only thing that is missing in long distance relationship is the physical aspect. You know, the emotion is still there and the connection is still there. So if somebody really wants to be with you, they'll wait to see you. Another big thing was making time to travel and saving the money to do so. Like, we would take turns traveling to each other, and that worked awesome for us, and it was really, really nice when we did get to see each other. Distance truly does make the heart grow fonder, and it makes any moment that you're with the person in person, physically, so much better and so much more special and intimate. So you know what? I really, really wish you luck at college. I think that you'll do well. And if you guys are as in love as you say you are, and you both are committed to making it work through the tough times, because let's be honest, distance won't always be easy. You're gonna miss that person a lot. But if you are both committed, there's no reason that you won't stay together. That's for sure. Well guys, that is it for today's Q&A. You guys asked so many really awesome questions and I wish I could have answered more, but if you enjoyed this video, we can definitely do more videos like this. I really enjoy talking with you guys and being able to give you some sort of like big sister advice. Relationships are not easy, and we're in a time where it's becoming more and more difficult to stay together for long periods of time, but I really believe in love. I am a hopeless romantic. I believe in passion. I believe in soulmates, and I really think that as long as in any situation you follow your heart and your instincts and your true like gut core feeling, you'll always be okay and you'll always get through anything. If you guys liked this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Like I always say, I would really appreciate it if you do. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until next time, love you.